What is good, you guys? Welcome back to another Invincible Guardians of the Globe video. Now, today's video is actually going to be a recap video of episode 5, and we're going to be doing the Cecil Nightmare for episode 5 while we do it. So, as you see on the screen, we got a few little topics while we get this done. First things first, if you come over here to the Cecil Nightmares, you'll see right here in episode 5, Cecil Nightmare, where you are limited to Alan, Omni-Man, Blue Suit OG Mark, and Oliver. So, we're going to let that run, and we're going to talk. So, episode 5. Now, I don't want to spoil episode 5 for anyone that didn't see it. So I'm going to try to be as brief as I can and only go over the things that most people probably heard of. So one, let's hop into the main thing that everybody's talking about and everybody's upset about. And even I was somewhat upset at first. Zoe replacing Zach for Tech Jacket. Zoe right here, in this spot right here, Zoe is now the new Tech Jacket in this universe. And after doing research, it makes sense. First off, Tech Jacket character model and looks a lot like Mark in the comics. So I understand why they didn't want to put another character that looks identical to Mark in the show. On top of that, he has more of a Mark storyline of a young hero trying to figure out what he wants to do with himself, trying to figure out why is his value more important than just Earth, and why he's a planetary world protector and yada yada yada. For Zoe, the story is a lot different. She's a teenager that just got powers randomly and is trying to figure out how to use them, and she was aged down quite a lot to be more around the age of Oliver. And I think this was to give Oliver a love interest, because in the comics, if you read the comics, Oliver actually marries and dates bug people. Like his race. Not his race in particular, but something like his race. And people in the comics usually found it funny because they were like, "Oh, it's poetic. He goes back to dating bug people." But then there was a lot of people that were like, "Ew, he looks like a human. Why can't he get a human girlfriend or something like that?" So I think this was made to give Oliver I guess maybe they're gonna still make him date a bug lady down the line, but maybe this is to give Oliver his first love interest. And the thing that makes me interested in this is, one, I like the idea of Oliver and her being together because it will give Oliver a reason to fight harder, and a reason to tie him to Earth. Because other than that, he doesn't really have a real reason to tie himself to Earth, other than he wants to be good, but he doesn't have like a real reason other than Mark and Debbie. He doesn't have like a real reason to tie him to Earth, and I feel like this will give him a real reason to tie him to Earth. And then on top of that, both of them can use each other to get stronger, which I think will be really dope for seeing them progress. Because Tech Jacket, let's be real, as strong as they're supposed to be, Tech Jacket didn't really do anything in the fight. And Oliver started the fight good, like he did the first time against Conquest, and got his butt kicked. So I think that would be pretty cool. Now, the thing that interests me in it is that Oliver and her are the same age, it looks like, right now. But then what happens when Oliver's Thraxan DNA kicks in and he starts to age rapidly? Because I believe Oliver's aging is going to keep him aging all the way up to the age of 21. Then I think his Thraxan DNA dies, and he's just a basically pure-blooded Viltrum at that point. So I'm interested in how that's going to work. Is he going to like outage her and that's what's going to cause them to break up? Like, I'm interested how that's going to play out. Now, the big one that everybody's talking about, even more down below there, which is Mark choking out Conquest. Now, a lot of people were confused about this. A lot of people thought, like, why is Mark choking him out? Aren't Viltrumites supposed to be able to hold their breath for a super long time? And actually, yeah, they are. But in the comics versus in the show, there's a big detail that was missed. Conquest was holding his breath just like everybody else. Conquest, when blitzing after Oliver, used his final breath to blitz towards Oliver. So he had no more air in his lungs. So he needed to breathe the same way Oliver did. And the reasoning why that's so important is because he didn't have any more air left in his lungs. He needed to breathe. And Mark realized that when he saw how quickly Conquest did 2 different feats of blasting with a lot of energy. The more energy you're using, the more oxygen you're depleting, which is why Mark knew he didn't have any energy left. So he said, you took your final breath and I won't let you take another one in the comics. And then he chokes him out. And he stays choking him while the whole fight is going on like he did in the show. But that's a big part of the comic that was missed in the show. So people were a little confused on, like, how did he choke him out? Can't they go months and months and months without oxygen? It looks like we completed it. I want to know where we ranked that. Okay, we ranked in the top 5. That's cool. But yeah, so a lot of people were very confused about that. And I noticed that was like the big gist that a lot of people were confused on, like, how did he choke him out? Can't they? Yeah. So that's really what it was. He needed to breathe, and Mark was cutting off that oxygen. And then he freaking... I don't even want to say what it was. Excuse me. I don't want to say what it is, but at that point, I guess we're spoiling. He freaking blew Mark's back out. Pause. But literally blew Mark's back out. And started just ravaging his intestines out of his body. Just ripping them out like it was fucking confetti. Just... But yeah, that was insane. It was definitely not the most... A lot of people are like, it's the most gory episode. It's definitely not the most gory. It was just the most emotional while a gory situation was happening. Because while you're watching it, you're like, oh my god, Mark! But just, Mark, stop choking him and punch him! Stop, he's ripping your guts out! Like, that's how you were feeling watching it. So that's what made it more feeling like it was a lot happening, but we've seen worse. It's just... That was a hell of a fight, and that art of when Conquest is about to just smack Oliver. Yo, that art! I said I need to get that art, and I need to put that on my wall. That was some of the best art I've seen in this show. That was amazing. But yeah, so that was really dope. And overall, I think I'm gonna give episode 5 of season 4. I think it gets a 9.5. I think it gets a 9.5. I think that's the highest rating I've given any episode. And overall, season 4 has just been an utter W. Episode 1 of season 4 was like a 8.5. Episode 2 was like a 9.5. Episode 3 was like I'll give it a solid 8. Episode 4 was like a solid 7.5, 8. It was really funny. It didn't really do much for the storyline, but it was really funny, so that's why I would give it probably a 7.5, 8. And then this episode 5 was like French kiss. Like, it was such a good episode. It had the perfect amount of action, the perfect amount of actual drama. It could have used a little more comedy in it to make it full balance, but it was definitely a very good episode. I really enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying this season 4. The season 4 is dope. Also, I wanted to add into this video, I do have a creator code that will be coming very, very, very soon. My creator code is, let me see if I can grab it for you guys. My creator code is right here. This is my creator code. So, King TV 4 It comes out on April 7th. I believe there's also an episode dropping on that day. But April 7th is when this code will be going live. It is currently April 5th, so you got 2 more days. For anybody that uses this code, I am begging you, if you are part of my community and you're using this code, please take a screenshot of you when you put it in, when you're on your home screen of your game and you're getting the reward. Take a screenshot or do a screen recording of you loading up the game and getting your reward. I want to do a little montage of all you guys claiming the reward and make it into like a thank you video um to Invincible for giving me the opportunity to have my own creator code, and also as a thank you to you guys to show all the support you guys have given me and get to like have all of you guys in a video. I think I'm pretty dope. So if you can do that for me, I would really appreciate it. You can send me the picture or the screen recording at my Discord at Kingslay727. You can add me on Discord and send me the image, and I'll invite you to the Discord if you're not already in it. But I would really appreciate it. I think it would be really dope, a little neat, cool project. But with all that said and done, I love you guys so much. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 5. And tell me what was your favorite part in episode 5. But I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace!